So, hi everyone, welcome to my hashtag old, I forgot what I say there, that's hilarious, I'm just going to keep going though. Hashtag old age, nothing to do with age, it's how long you've been around. And most of us are old souls anyway, regardless of age, myself included. Your flip. And yeah, welcome if you're a newbie, a hashtag newbie. My hair is absolutely giving Leo full moon still. By the way, I really don't like that. It's giving term. And I've been brainwashed by Love Island because I've been watching it. So I'll stop saying it when it ends, and I think it ends actually it ends the day you're watching this. If this is on Monday, it ends. So hopefully that should die down with it. I know some of you loved it though, did I lie? So it really, again, it fascinated me how my guides worked with that because it really did make sense for what was coming through. They just use anything they can. So this is a Mediumship Monday. Confusingly, I'm filming it on Saturday night. And before I forget to say, wait a minute, I'll do the intro. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning that whatever I say during this is all part of it. Any interruptions, and there won't be, there shouldn't be one. Nah, there definitely won't be one. I can't say definitely, but there shouldn't be one because my Asda delivery was meant to be coming in an hour and a half, and it actually came 30 minutes ago. So I've just spent the last 30 minutes playing Jenga because I just noticed my fridge I didn't just notice, my fridge just really badly needed a clean out. So I was putting the things in the dishwasher and that was like Jenga too because some of the things wouldn't fit. I've toppled it, I thought, oh, they're not coming for ages, I'll have at least some of it done. But I've basically had to put the perishables in I've had to fit things in the freezer, and my freezer isn't that big. So I really had to, yeah, played a lot of Jenga with that. I've been playing Jenga all over the house basically. There must be something about Jenga. Maybe somebody feels like they're very carefully having to move building blocks in their life. Oh yeah, and they're worried that the tower's gonna fall. Oh my god, that's fascinating. It's, do you know what I mean? It's fun. Yeah, that is fascinating the way that came through. I feel like I went cockeyed there. But yeah, anyway, so I feel there could be something could happen a lot sooner than you think, because that's what I was getting from that. Like you said, it really wasn't meant to come till, well, it could have been anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30. Sometimes it could be 10, and it's like it came at 6:30. So, yeah. So anyway, that'll be symbolic for whatever. Now I don't normally like to film on weekends, but the reason why I'm doing this is actually to be kinder to myself. I think it's probably as well because I really wasn't in the mood for filming any total Valentine's things, because it just doesn't make sense, guys. It's Valentine's Day all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's true love vibes, divine love all the time. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to spend yesterday I needed to rest too. I've been really good at my walking every day, and like I said, so I'm open minded that if I had overdone it with that could be why my ankle's hurting, but that's not why, because I walked for about an hour every time. Now I normally walk for 2 hours, so it's you know what I mean, I'm used to it. But like I said, I know it's not mine. And if you look at the community tab, I'll put that below. Basically, the right side, it basically connects to the masculine energy, which I knew because it usually is always the masculine energy I pick up on when it's physical things for collective. But you'll know not that long ago it was actually the feminine side of the body I was picking up on. So that was interesting. And there were a huge wave of divine feminine male and females that were really needing to rest. And that was myself included. So I took that on board. But that can, even if it was the feminine, that could be the masculine's feelings too. But I really do feel this is the divine masculines, male and female, that there's a fear of change coming through here, big time. So, and I think with that whole Jenga chat, I feel it's fear of the tower falling, or trying to very carefully, change things in their life without the tower falling. And sometimes that just isn't possible. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And also there's something about denial. So I'll go through those cards are sitting. Where are they actually? Oh no, they're sitting in my lap. Yeah, it must be in that pile. My god, I feel like I can't breathe. I've put jeans on and I'm like, oh. I don't wear jeans a lot because I'm even when I'm going outside, I'm usually just walking. I'll put my leggings on, my joggers or something that's easy to walk in. So I don't know. I just felt like I think it's good to do that though, because what I've noticed is if I don't wear my jeans for a while, I won't notice how much weight I've put on my ass. So it's quite handy to do that. So yeah, so everything I do is channel and clearing energy. So everything that's coming through, I'm always putting the healing prayers out, healing energy, the energy to clear the energy. As you're watching this today, you know, you might have heard me mention more kind of not as common astrology stuff that people would mention, but I mean, all asteroids and everything like that really, basically all this, yeah, it didn't do astrology really fascinates me, and I just feel I'm just very connected to it. But basically, Juno is in the very last degrees of Scorpio. So even as I'm filming this now, but on Monday I looked and it's going to be in 29 degrees. So that's intense, you know, just very intense love stuff basically. So spicy as well. So bit intensity. So I definitely do feel there's like boiling point um situations going on, because when I was making my tea earlier and I was making something and it was like, yeah, it was going crazy. Like a pan that was boiling, and I knew they were telling me that something's reaching boiling point. So, boiling point, breaking point, something like that. Yeah, so let's just get into this. So, where are the ones? Right, so this was actually yesterday, and just to confuse matters, yesterday as you're watching this will be Friday. So, Valentine's Day, yeah. There was music. That was just serendipitously on the floor, so I just felt they were really telling me, pay attention to the, you know, the lyrics, the music, the, you know, it's channeled songs from your twin flame that you're getting. You'll know, you'll get really pulled into it, and you'll just know. I can't tell you how you'll know, you'll just know. Like those of you that really connect in that way, obviously if you're new around here, you'll see that I'm a twin flame that's massively connected to music. You know, it's not uncommon that I'd say the majority of my titles usually have a song in it, but you know, just very, I'm singing all the time too, and I'm not a singer, I just like singing. But and then this also fell on the floor too, guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness. So, oh yeah, wow. So you could be hearing a lot of songs that give across that kind of message. Like hard for me to say I'm sorry. Oh, especially because my throat chakra just went. I could go on and on with songs, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, I need to turn that heat off. It's too hot in here. It's getting hot in here could be one of them. I just thought of it when I said it. Also, there's two MAC cards on the floor, which when they fell over before I started filming, I hadn't noticed. So I'm just going to put that back and see if it comes in again. You can tell by reaction that that's, my God. Our astral sex is on fire, Kundalini lit. Yeah, that's the Juno last degrees of Scorpio. I love you. Oh my God. Wow. So that's some very strong sacred union energy coming through there. That's, yeah, wow, that's blown my mind. So we'll give them a shuffle at some point, see if the same ones come out. Yeah, mad. Because I just said about that it's getting hot in here, obviously, at that link. I'm sure you don't need to point out, but I'm pointing out. So again, somebody could be pointing out the blindingly obvious to you. Or something could be becoming screamingly obvious to you, and it's like, why didn't I see this before? Also, side note, that's got to have something to do with it. I got led to this film earlier, but because I don't know, I just got caught up pottering and doing stuff around the house. Not a lot of it, because like I said, although the ankle pain isn't mine, it is sore, fucking annoying. It did lessen though when I wrote about it and told people, it lessened, but it'll go away when I work out kind of. Like I said, it feels like it's definitely a bit of picking up on the fear of the masculine, but like all the people in that place. But there's a film on right now, and it's like two people getting married. So again, anything to do with marriage is union energy. So union energy, but again, if you're new around here, I bring in union energy, because my birthday is the 18th of April, which is 18/4/418, and I see these variations all the time. If you're new around here, you'll have even seen that quite a lot, and you'll be like, what's that about? That's what that's about, because it's the 4 of Wands and the Tarot as well, union, marriage. Obviously, it could be things to do with literal marriage as well. And absolutely, it could be like, you know, things ascending to that next level with twin flames, but that can also be karmic marriages breaking down, so it's a mixed bag. Right, now these were the cards that I pulled earlier today connected to, and there's quite a lot of them. Where did it end? denial. How funny is that? It ends in denial, and also denial was in reverse. And then look at the next ones in the pile. Forgive and new beginnings. So it's all relevant. Look forward to a new beginning. Okay. And then divine timing caught my eye too. Allow events to unfold in the correct timing. So everything, I don't know what I'm going to use for. Right, so this is what came out when I, basically, so this is how I worded it. Like I said, everything, I'm very telepathic, and because, and what I mean by that is there's periods in the year when I like to go very quiet, or a lot more quiet than you usually am. So if for the next month there isn't a whole load of live streams, or sometimes there's been years where I haven't done any. Like sometimes there's been years where I haven't done a live stream for like a couple of months and stuff. I just can't. I don't think they're gonna let me be in that place. But I'm just sort of warning you now that if there's not a live stream for a while, it's Mercury planet communication is now in Pisces, and Pisces is very psychic. It's about stillness, prayer, contemplation, unconditional love, true love, divine love, everything, twin flame, soulmates, like it's just, all the feels. But it's all the feels, and in my chart it's very much all the feels for me, right? It's like swimming in water. It's like throw me a freaking life raft. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's quite intense. So, yeah. So I don't know. We'll just see how I go with that. But I might be a bit quieter. So the thing is, if I don't feel up to live streams and stuff, I'll still do videos like this 11:44. But and if I really can't even be bothered using my voice, you might see more kind of like, well, you'll definitely see a lot of shorts where it's like, to music. Oh, that might be what the music thing was about, or written stuff, or like I might just put more of my written posts out. We'll just go with the flow. Like I said, I don't think it will be that there's no videos because it's YouTube. but I just might not fancy the live streams. I think it'll be that I'll do a live stream once a week, maybe even once a fortnight while the sun's in Pisces. And I'm saying that because today is if you're watching this on the Monday, that's the 17th. The next day is Pisces season. So, but I do. So basically what I'm saying is the live stream that I plan to do just now on Tuesday, also spicy Scorpio moon, sexy. But it can also be very painful and dark and intense and stuff. But that's when I come into my strength, because it's that part of my chart where I'm like more in my strength. So I should be feeling pretty good. Which again brings me to why I'm filming this on the Saturday for the Monday. Before it gets into the part where I've got my strength back, it's where I'm feeling a bit more lower energy, which is actually on Monday. So Mondays are my day off anyway, so it's quite great when that kind of lands on my chart like that. But I will just be complete hermit mode. Yeah, just want to be honest with you, I'm going to be wanting to do my housework because I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I can say that now. Oh, that's so weird. It's so funny with timeline jumping. So my mum and dad have actually been on holiday, so you might have saw that, like, when I was filming something, it was actually, I got them that for their Christmas, but that was like in my mum and dad's room, and but obviously I just wasn't saying that because it's not wise to announce when you're going on holiday or when you're watching somebody else's house. But they're back now, so they're back today. So, and also I am hanging out there, so if somebody did try to rob, they would find me there. So just say, if truth be told, I have actually, this is, wait a minute, I'm just like, they wouldn't let me say something that wasn't allowed, but yeah, so if I'm not putting this out until, if I'm not putting this out until even Monday lunchtime, but if I'm not putting this out until Monday night, they're back. And I'm staying there on the Sunday, yeah. So there's no, yeah. The secret's out. Again, it's not a big secret. Like I said, I'm just extra cautious. It's just wise not to. I do that like whenever I've like watched my sister's house and that as well. Like I don't say until it's just fine. You just never know what fucking weirdos are about. You know what I mean? But So yeah. So yeah, I'll just be really, I'm going to spend a bit of time catching up with them. Probably just around the Monday lunchtime, and then the rest of today. So yeah, so actually I might put this out like, you know, earlier on the Monday, because I normally put them out at night, but I might decide to put it out earlier. Because I've already filmed it basically. It really just depends. It just depends because yeah, we'll just see. But if not, if I put out whenever I put out, if I put out daytime, doesn't matter because Monday's my day off anyway. I wouldn't be getting back to emails and chatting to folk and that. And if I put out Monday night, I'll see you on a live stream tomorrow. Unless something unexpected happens in my life and I don't want it, but you know what I mean. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see my mum and dad because they've had a great time and it looks like it's been amazing, but I missed them. So, right. We've got abundance. So remember, this was when I asked what is like, tell me what the sore foot is about, but I knew sore ankle specifically, sore right ankle specifically. So I knew it was to do with the masculine. Now I just looked at 1618. It was a weird way that my guides give me the codes. In the 24-hour clock, that would be 418 again. So, you know, it is about feed about union. So abundance, be open to accept an abundance of love. So whether you're the feminine or the masculine, be open to receive an abundance of love because it's coming. Focus on what's ahead. So again, why is that? I think when I actually, I'm just wondering why it's mirroring like backwards. It doesn't usually do that because I fixed it. Maybe it's went back to, oh, that's got to have a Venus retrograde meaning. I fixed it so that when I do it, it shows the right way, but it's showing backwards again. But maybe when I watch it, I can't change the settings while I'm doing this. I'll need to do that after. That's annoying. I might just remember to take the photo after or whatever. But I think the symbolic meaning is somebody if you're either you or your person could have went backwards. You could have went back to the past, but you needed to go back to the past to learn something you don't want to move ahead, and now there's abundance ahead. I think that's what they're saying. But basically, be grateful because there is abundance ahead. But a thank you goes a long way. There might be somebody that wants to bring a thank you to you or show their gratitude, or you might be the person that wants to show gratitude. And there's a curiosity. Learn to be curious about each other. So I feel that is like I said, that very strong sexual pull, the astral sex card that serendipitous was the floor with I love you, because even that, if you think about that combination, that's like love and sex and magic, which would be Juno 29⁰ Scorpio. It really would be. Enter into the light from out the darkness. Someone's went through a transformation, and there's a compromise. Compromise is not submission. So perhaps this is a group of masculines that felt that, like, you know, to push their ego aside to say sorry, or, you know, to express gratitude or something is like makes you weak or something. It doesn't. It makes you very strong in a world where people seem to think saying sorry and put your pride aside is not cool. It is cool. It's very cool. It's just a shame more people don't do it. Arrival, love, maybe just around the corner. I'll just keep stopping for a thumbnail. Set a solid foundation. So again, I feel this is, if you think about it, with my ankle being dodgy just now, like you said, they're giving me the message that way. I think this is about the masculines that just didn't want to come in until they're ready for this. They want to get themselves sorted before coming forward. Because they want to come with resolutions. But again, like I said, it could be some people are still in denial. As everyone's at different bits of the timeline, especially because you'll have seen on the live stream, it's really interesting. I'm attracting a lot more of you that are like newer to the journey, which is new to me. So, you know, you'll have to sort of give me a bit of time to adjust, because I'm used to talking to people that have been on the journey for years, not really so used to people that have been like aware and awake to it for months. So it's not like I've never dealt with that. I just mean like I have over the 10 years, but it's like I do tend to attract people that have experienced it, you know, for a long time like myself. But it's really interesting. It makes it, you know, it makes it a bit more interesting around here. See the truth in a situation, strive for harmonious solutions. I think somebody does see the truth now. They've come out of denial And but like I said, some are still in it. So this is either you or your person. I'm just going to give them another wee shuffle. And I'm going to do the mediumship Monday bits of paper to see what we're meant to be saying. And it's usually where we've already done some of it. I'm so glad I turned that heater off though. That was getting horrible. You know when it makes you feel sick? Because actually, to be honest, when I felt sick, you know, almost a week ago now, that's when I was at my mum and dad's, and I basically had to stay an extra night. Like, I'd stayed, and then I just had to stay an extra night because, like, I'd been out a walk in that. So that was it, yeah. I went out a walk in the morning, and then sickness came over me midday, and I just got back into bed, and I just couldn't. I felt, like, really, like, sick. But also, I think it was because the heating was on too high. But now I can't stop hiccuping. That's really annoying. That's all clearing energy, by the way, right? And because I'm channeling ahead of time to Monday with that Juno and Scorpio, that would be real transformational energy. And then if you're watching this on the Monday, which you will be at some point, it's Scorpio moon tomorrow on the Tuesday. What do we need? Tell us where a wave of feminines are at towards their masculine. Look at what's, and that's still on freeze, the wedding thing. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate commitment. So, like I said, this is either you've been in separation a long time, and this is reunions. Like, you know, it's time to celebrate. You've got contact after a long time of not being in contact. For other people, where there's been more of contact and stuff, it could be like bigger celebrations, like proposals and weddings, and so only you'll know. But yeah, this celebration energy keeps coming in. Celebrate good times, come on. Couldn't help myself there. So I think I'm channeling a masculine when I sang it there. I think this person can't help themselves. It's like they've held back, and now that, yeah, they see your value too much. Value your relationship. So again, when I do that, it's like I'm picking up on a specific group of masculines. This masculine values, like you, if you're the feminine, male or female, so much, and it's like they can't hold back now. Remember, this is timeless. It can happen whenever, because I'm like, I right into transformation. Entered that, like, that. I don't know if you heard what I said there, but that was quite funny that just sort of slipped out. Anyway, if you heard me, you heard me. If you didn't, you didn't. That was quite funny. I said I right then, but which is just quite cheeky. It's quite a wild thing to say, but I think that's my guy's way. Joking, being like, you know, you could be like thinking, well, it's kind of like the Valentine's thing, you know what I mean? Like, you've just got to let, like, these things come and go year after year after year when you're on this journey a long time. But it depends who you look at. I always think when there's a big thing like Valentine's, or not so much Valentine's, but definitely like Christmas and New Year or birthdays, it's like, is something going to happen? Am I going to get some kind of contact? And then it goes and nothing. You know what I mean? But today I didn't have that big lower that. I was just kind of like, whatever, it happens when it happens. Enter into the light from out the darkness, transformation. So, and again, see how that fits in. It's like, I feel I'm channeling a group of masculines. It's about them. You know, it's not about you. So I'm not going to be horrible here, but if you're the feminine, it's not about you. It's to do with their healing. Now, that can range from someone still being stuck in a karmic situation that doesn't want to be, that's trying to get out of it, to people that are in denial that, you know, don't realise they're not happy until they do. It's different situations. Most masculines I've talked to know fine well that they're not happy, but, you know, they're stuck in some sort of way. Sincere. That's a nice card too. Someone close to you is sincere. So, you know, I feel that not only does a masculine know that you're sincere now, if you're resonating with this, they really want you to know that they're sincere, that they do value this. Lessons. Love teaches us many lessons, and that, like, they can now see what the karmic lessons has taught them, but they can see what this twin flame journey has taught them as well. Or you can see that if you're the master. Yeah, sacrifice. True love is selfless. And it's like, I feel like the sacrifice this masculine's having to make now is playing Jenga with their life, about knowing how much they value this connection and trying to work out how it's all going to come together. Wow, look at what I just said. Compromise. Compromise is not submission, but I feel in this case it's about a lot of masculines going forward to feminines being like, look, how can we make this work? Because I want you to be in my life again, I want to be in yours, but like, this is a situation, so that will be different things for different people. So, interesting. So let's see with these bits of paper now. So like I always say, either make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not yours. Simple. And also, this might be yours, but it might be like far out in the future. So just let go. But let go, but let me know. That could be my wee saying. Let go, but let me know when it does happen. I'd be interested. So, what have we got? So, this is my wee bits of paper, my wee makeshift bits of paper. Makeshift bits of paper. See what I mean? That's because Mercury's in Pisces. It's almost like a Mercury retrograde for me. When my speech starts going really funny, it's usually because I'm masculine, can't get the words out, or they're finding it difficult to speak. But I can also tell, I feel this is about Mercury being in Pisces. Like, I just think I'm not going to be wanting to be as chatty as what I usually am. Which, like I said, that's all the time, really. Because, like, although I'm very chatty, Kathy, on a live stream, if I'm only doing a live stream, like, once a week, the rest of the week I've been quite quiet and I won't have spoke to very many people. Not anyone, my mum and that, but clients, depending on if I've got a lot of clients. Some weeks are quieter than others. But yeah, Twinflame messages likes to come out a lot. Channel astrology, we'll just see. Just trying to think what other mediumship things about, because I've had lots of white feathers, and then I connected that, oh yeah, and it's conveniently here, that's not a coincidence. I saw loads of white feathers the day that this card fell off the wee couch bit there, and it's got Cosmic Justice Matte. It's got a 20 on it, so the 20th could be significant. The 20th of February coming up there. But yeah, this is like, this is about, weighing up in the afterworld, karma and integrity and stuff like that. You can look up yourself, but that's basically the energy that I work with. Because I feel that's the same energy. Like Lady Portia energy is my main guide, and so I would say this is one of my main guides too. It's about justice and karmic justice. So it could be Egyptian connections too. But yeah, I was seeing white feathers everywhere, and I wondered what it was about, and then I realised it's because it's the white feather of truth. It's basically divine feminine energy that comes forward as different names. That's what I'm trying to get across. But I feel there's justice in a situation coming about. Oh, I should have said it. I did, I saw it. I saw that Mediumship was going to come out and it has. Well, I'm open, guys. I'm doing it on a Saturday. It's not Mediumship Monday. I don't know if you're going to play ball here, but channeled healing without the cards. Card at the end of guide. Oh, wait a minute. That's quite an interesting combination. Why the fuck have I got all these cards then if I'm... That is a very interesting... Something's going to surprise you, because that is a combination that has never come out together. And also, it's ones that... it's not that I can't use the cards, but really, I shouldn't need to use the cards. Channeled astrology, yeah, I've already done a bit of that. I did mention that one, that's on the bottom. I'm going to get another one, right? I will do a bit of that, but like I said, everything is healing that I do, so... Give me another one. There it is, Twinflame messages. Yeah. Okay, well, we've got Twinflame messages. It's just like I said, I don't need to go by the bits of paper, but it's because somebody needs it. Oh, it's because of this. That's nuts. It's because of this sort of, sorry. I wouldn't do that to somebody else, but I'm doing it to myself. It's because of the sore foot. That's what it is. Because just to, you know, I'm sure you all get this, but for those of you that maybe don't get that, the sore foot is symbolic. It's representing something spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And for some people, it could be that you've literally got a sore foot. But just basically whatever it is, that's what they're meaning. So, and I actually feel with the mediumship on it, I feel that there could be ancestors around you that are trying to give you that healing too. So basically, I'm just going to put myself out of the way and be a channel. And so this is what I say all the time. I just don't see myself as one of these people that sits silent with my hands up. But you might be seeing more of that because Mercury's in Pisces. So, and also just because we're going to go into Pisces season, that's the point. Mercury's in Pisces and Pisces season. But we're still working with Venus in Aries, and I've got Venus in Aries, so it just depends how I'm feeling the energy. But I'm sending healing for wherever that pain is manifesting and whoever is watching this, divine feminine or divine masculine. Oh yeah, I like the sage. Fuck's sake, typical now, it's getting a bit cold. Oh god, see when I do this, it's so annoying. Where's the lighter? I'm sitting on it. Oh no, there it is. Notice my throat keeps sounding like it's sore and it's not sore. That's what I mean. It's like, sometimes it's because it's like, you know, they want me to stop at a certain point because I don't usually film on a Saturday, but I don't think it's that. I feel it is the collective masculines picking up on, yeah. Because my voice is like, oh my god, that's weird. Because I was even, you know, I'm not always like, oh, it's not always spiritual. Like, it usually is always spiritual, me to be fair. But what I mean is I'm very practical and I balance things out. That's what I mean when I said that that's my guide. I'm not fucking lying. It's like, that is always weigh things up. Oh. And right now, of course, wow, it won't be on Monday though. It's, oh, wait a minute. No, it is. Oh, this is so confusing. I need to check. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Monday is still Libra moon. So that's why. It's like the scales of justice and balance are coming in. But what I'm trying to say is, a reason as well. I'm like, right, why would my foot be sore if this was mine? And all that. And I'm like, right, there's no logical reason, but I'll rest it because it's sore. And then I tap in and I get the downloads. Ah, this is about right side of the body. It's about the masculine leg. But I can't even. That never happens. I can't even fucking remember why I started saying that. That's annoying. Oh, right, no, it's kind of, I know why channeled astrology came up. It's because there's someone I've mentioned, Black Moon Lilith, which, you know, is really, it's kind of, you know, can be very shadowy. You could use that in a not so nice way, but you could also use it in an empowered way. So you've got to be aware about that there'll be people using it in a not so nice way for injustice, I would say, with it being in Libra. And then there's ways that can be used in an empowering way, like to say no. Because also the shadow of Libra is people pleasing, not being able to say no. And you end up being one of these people that you're saying yes to everyone else, keep them happy, but then you're, you know, unhappy because you're like exhausted yourself by saying yes to things that you really want to say no. Like I would say, if it's not a fuck yeah, it's a fuck no. Which is why I'm filming this on a Saturday, to be kinder to myself on the Monday when I won't have as much energy. And then I can recharge, and then I can come back to you on Tuesday recharged. That's the theory anyway. But yeah, Black Moon Lilith will be conjunct the moon in Libra. So it's a lot about karmic justice, legal justice. Wait a minute, I don't think I held that up for long enough. So like I said, I don't know if that will end up being the thumbnail, but right, so just I want to bring in a bit of late Valentine's energy, but like I said, it's divine love around here all the time. So we're calling in Mary Magdalene energy, with who's always around me anyway, but with the rose. So there you go. There's a bit of an anointing. Sounds like I'm joking, I probably haven't. They'll be doing something through me, so sending you that rose energy. But yeah. So my intention is to send you that healing wherever it needs to go. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. Asking for that healing to come in for you and for your true twin flame with their higher self's permission. But like I said, it's the ego that would argue. The higher self's always going to want to be like, yeah, give me the healing. Now I'm just gonna, like I said, I'll be quiet some bits and I'll talk when I'm guided. I'm feeling that, like that apple lodged in my throat again. The feeling, so just to explain, that's what I was feeling the other day. It felt like a bit of an apple that was stuck in my throat. Whereas usually when I'm picking up on like the masculine collective, or when I'm working with a client who usually is the masculine energy, male or female, it often feels like a bit of bread. So it's like a softer, so it's annoying, but it feels like a bit of bread. But this feels like a bit of apple. So it feels like really like they're trying to say to me, like, this can't be ignored. Like, I feel like I'm choking. Like, I feel like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's, that's creepy, isn't it? But that is, it's like, that's how it's coming through to me. It's like, I feel like this is too uncomfortable. I think it's got something to do with the breaking point stuff. And they're just sort of saying to me, with Mercury and Pisces, that could make things even more difficult, because Mercury is communication and Pisces is about not talking, basically. And then when the cards that fell on the ground, that could be somebody that wants to show you how they feel. Now you can make that as you can make that as innocent like a cuddle, or as spicy as you like. Like I said, it is Scorpio moon tomorrow, and it's Juno. Wait a minute, I need to check. Wait a minute, I need to check something right now, because if that means I get so geeky about this, I'll pause it. Wait a minute. Right, the major geekage is finished, but oh god, can I remember it all? So basically, I think I've worked out that definitely Wednesday night UK time, the moon in Scorpio will be what I consider conjunct Juno and Scorpio. So that is fucking intense. Because it's like the moon is your feelings, and Juno is about, things to do with like love and marriage, love and sex and marriage. But it's like what you're, again, I always find it hard how to describe, but yeah, it's what turns you on and what like floats your boat and a partner and stuff like that. So basically, people with Juno and Scorpio, typically, now again, don't make this, don't make this yours if it doesn't resonate, because and again, this is something I would love to look at for you personally in a session if you want me to, but I do love like tapping into this. Basically, people with Juno and Scorpio, now again, really, the flavour of it depends on what house it lands in, but typically someone with Juno and Scorpio like longs for like their penguin, like their lobster, like it's somebody that like doesn't just want to be in a couple, like they want to be soul to soul immersed with you, like it's giving twin flames. So that's the point. Like I suppose that's why they're getting me a channel about it, because you'll not really see, you won't see anyone, but you might see people sort of touch on it, but I'm not in the way, like I say, just it's what I'm here to do. So it's kind of like, but the way that I'm getting the messages about it is, it's like, you don't have, that doesn't have to be where your Juno is. I feel it's going to be in the collective around, like, yeah, I would say Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, like I said, it's now, like it's Saturday. It's now. It's like, the Juno is in the very last degrees now, and so like I said, for people that were having a Valentine's, it could be a spicy Valentine's, or it could be quite intense if you're with the wrong person. But Painful, actually, you know, painful when you're not with your person, naturally, that energy would say. But it's like, yeah. And then the energy will change when Juno goes into Sagittarius, which looks like, by the way, that's so weird because like you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm like rubbing my ear. And it was just, I can't really explain why. It's like, it feels like your ears are burning, you know what I mean? Which is like when people are talking about you, it's weird. It's just like, I felt like, I don't know. They must be trying to say that. Or wait a minute, yeah. I think they're trying to say as well, like if this is you or your person, like that your clairaudience is really heightened. Like you could be hearing lots of songs because the music card at the start, like everything's telling you. I think again, I need those cards. Where are they? I feel like I'm picking up on somebody that's it's just very intense energy. Yeah, that's the card said it for. I fantasize about you, and that's what I'm saying. It's like basically we've all got Scorpio somewhere in our chart, but if you've got personal planets, that could be quite intense. That looks like my that's funny what I've done with my eyes. So yeah, that was funny what I'd done with my eyes because it looked like I was like, and then it felt like my contact got. So again, whenever I'm homing in on the eyes, there's something to do with, well, I'd say intensity because twin flame eye contact is very intense, but it's seeing clearly. You can't unsee what you've seen. I should have fought for you. See what I just said as well? It's like someone's like fantasizing, daydreaming, like shoulda, coulda, woulda energy. I'm afraid of commitment, and that's maybe shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's why somebody didn't. Afraid of commitment, and this is what I'm saying. It's quite interesting because if you've got Juno and Scorpio, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a connection like that. Like that could be like your desire is to be in something like that, but you never do anything about it, or historically haven't done anything about it. Because I can think of loads of people, yeah, I can think of loads of people, male and female, that I know that have got that when I've looked at charts, or like people that I've known personally and stuff too. And it's like, it actually isn't people that are in connections like that, you know, like twin flames and soulmates and, you know, really intense. It's people that get into things and kind of like, you're never actually getting the real them, you know what I mean? You're not getting to the core of it. Like they pick things that are kind of like, I can hang out with this person, I can have fun with them, but they're not going to get the real me. They're not going to get like that deeper part of me. That's just, yeah, they're just sort of remind me when I've looked at people's. But secretly, someone with Juno and Scorpio, that's what they want. That's what you want. If you're male or female, if you really get honest with yourself. And I also like, you know, my Juno's quite similar to Juno and Scorpio because but again, I've got nothing to hide because I just own it. I say it. You know, it doesn't mean I fucking get it because look, I'm sitting here alone the day after Valentine's on a Saturday. Well, actually, let's face it, that is pretty funny. I can see the funny side of that. I'm actually sitting channeling, doing my work on the Valentine. What was that? I don't know if you can hear that, but someone went past playing some very strange music. I couldn't even tell you what that is. I don't know if, I don't even know. I was going to say Irish, and then at one point I was going to say, is that like, I don't know where the hell that's from. Irish music would be better. I don't know where that, but it wasn't my cup of tea anyway. It sounded like fucking kids' music or something. But yeah, sorry. What I'm trying to say is this is basically the Valentine's weekend, isn't it? A lot of people will be getting down and dirty. Well, it's 8:15 at night, but anyway, a lot of people will be doing something for Valentine's. And I'm sitting fucking recording this video. But it's looking at my Christmas tree. If you didn't mind, yes, it's still up. I'm blaming the ankle. I was going to take it down this weekend. I just don't know. I will. It's feeling weird now. This is what I mean. So this is so weird the way you give me messages. I just know when it's time, and I'm sorry, it is time to take the tree down. I think I just wanted to. I think the inner child in me just wanted to keep it up for the Leo full moon energy, and that's been and gone. So, although my hair doesn't seem to have got the memo, but I love it. It's really bouncy, curly. Yeah, I've got Juno and Gemini, right? So that means that like it's like very that word like sapiosexual. So it's kind of like it's kind of like it turns me on like somebody that's able to understand my mind. That's a tall task, and like just able to talk and listen to one another and understand one another. Like I wouldn't like, for instance, I'm being shown like I wouldn't like to be with somebody where it's like I don't know, kind of all for show, and it's like I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but like maybe like a man that it doesn't matter if somebody's like I can handle like quiet, but it's kind of like what I'm trying to say is like I would need to, even if it was like just me, that they're like just me and them, like and they open up and talk. I couldn't be with someone that was just quiet everywhere, like like a quiet kind of bloke with her pals and doesn't say very much, and then a quiet kind of bloke with her birds and like that wouldn't. That's not because I just can't work with that. But it's but also because my Juno sits in the 8th house, like it's basically to me that is like Juno and Scorpio. So it's like I'm exactly what I described. It's like I crave that intense connection, like that bond to somebody, that very sexual bond to somebody, which can be very hard when I'm on this devoted Mary Magdalene path, kind of in the Mary Magdalene path in the way of like I'm channeling divine love and not seeing a lot of action, if you know, or as none. But as I've explained before, I can't make myself be involved with just fucking anyone when I don't want to be. Why would you? Like, because I'm so in touch with myself, that would just make me feel sick. So, which is what's really sad about the world just now, is there's so many people disassociated and not connected to themselves that they can just fling themselves all over the place, men and women, and that's what upsets me, and it's part of what I'm healing. I've been working on myself, but I feel with me channeling that, it's like people that maybe felt like that before this, sex is no big deal. The more you heal yourself, you start to actually get quite sad about how you've been in the past. And again, I don't mean like beating yourself, because like I've said before, like I've been an angel in my past, but it's not as if I've been fucking, I don't know what word I want to use. It's, yeah, I wouldn't say I've been like highly promiscuous either, but it just depends which way you look at it. I don't think we should really judge people like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm a bit of an enigma because I am a very sexual person, but I've got discipline and yeah, I've got discipline around it. Like, I'm not just gonna. It's not like a very sexual person, as in, oh, anyone will do. I just need to get my foot in. Far from it. Like, I need to have mind, body. I need to have connection with someone. I regret what I did to you. Oh, that was a guilt at the start. And the distance between us kills me. Right, this is hilarious. So this is like, look, so we had I'm afraid of commitment. So this is what. So okay, God, this feels like a Scorpio. It's really, you might not get this right, but if you're new, you'll hear me say quite a lot. If you're not new, people know this, that the colours they make me wear, it's always got something to do with energy. And usually, like, I do associate what I'm wearing right now as being like quite a Scorpio moon or an Aries moon, but the first moon I would say is Scorpio moon with what I'm wearing. And bear in mind, the next day from when you're watching this on the Tuesday is Scorpio moon, and actually it'll be Pisces sun, Scorpio moon. So that is very still, quiet, intense energy. With, like I'm saying, this Juno and Scorpio. And right now it feels like I'm in the Scorpio moon energy with that. It feels very intense. And also I keep saying sex all the time, and that is that energy. But look, I'm ready for commitment, and I'm ready. this is a shady one too. I will leave my partner. It's been over since I met you. Trust me to do this my way. So whether that bit's appropriate for your, again, I don't like, it's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but you know what I mean? Like I'm going awkward. It's like, I don't like picking up on ones like that because it's like, nobody wants to be in that, but some of you are, you know. Yeah, we'll just move on from that. So, but yeah, I feel somebody sabotaged this connection for fear of commitment, but confusingly to you or even to them, they could have gotten commitments with other people. But it's like what you've just heard me say. It's like when I was being shown in my life, people I've worked with, or even people I've known just in, you know, in any part of life, where I'll have looked at their astrology, saw where their Juno is, saw where all their placements are, basically saw into their soul, or just known because I've known someone, and who they match up with, you're like, what the fuck? That is like so far removed, but that's how they've chose it. You know, it's like, it's people's fear running the show. You will get with somebody that's a total mismatch, because then it's like, right, they can't get in that deeper part of me. And then that's why a lot of people will just fantasize about either the twin flame, if you're on the twin flame journey, or if you're not a twin flame and you're watching this, you'll just fantasize about who is your ideal partner. It's really sad, but that's what I want to be a part of changing in the world. I've been watching, look at how that just leapt out when I said that. I've been watching your socials and admiring your pictures. Yeah, it's people that do that. A lot of people. So what I'm kind of describing right now is, because we'll use Juno and Scorpio as an example, right? And if you're a man or a woman and you're like, fuck, that really sounds like me, you might have Juno and Scorpio, or you might have Juno in another sign like me, but it's in the 8th house. So it would come across like this kind of energy. It's like, but the way I'm describing this sounds like someone with like Juno and Scorpio in the 12th house. Someone with Juno and Scorpio in the 12th house would be everything I said, longing after that soul bonded twin flame soulmate. They would love the idea of that, right? But in the 12th house could absolutely sacrifice having that in reality for, and just keep it as a fantasy, because the 12th house is about the fantasy, it's about the desire and the, you know, your deepest desires and your deepest fears. So somebody could let their subconscious keep them stuck, and that's just a daydream, that's just a fantasy. I'm never going to get that. And it's quite funny that I'm holding the lighter the whole time. Like, I'm not going to get a twin flame connection, so I'll just watch from afar people that I like the look of, you know. Whether that be an actual twin flame or just, you know, like I said, somebody that's like your ideal kind of, that's my type, to copy Love Island. But it's like, you know, that would be a kind of 12th house thing to do. Whereas if you were in the higher energy of that energy in the 12th house, that could be very romantic, like twin flame relationship where it's your secret little world with your person. So do you know what I mean? There's a way, and I just gave that as an example because it sounded like what I was describing. It sounded like the energy of that. So for instance, let's give another one. Juno and Scorpio in the 8th house. That would be very, like, I'm like, that would be very sexual. Very, very, very sexual. And so sexual you might not fucking have time to leave the house, but do you know what I mean? It would be very sexual. That's all I seem to want to say about that. But nah, it would be very sexual, but it would also be like, you could be really good at helping people with their pain, like, you know, transmuting pain like what I do. Because like I said, there's loads of reasons in my chart why I'm good at helping people transmute pain and all that kind of stuff, but it's all my pile up in the 8th house, which is in Gemini. It's like, you know, to me that is a lot of the reason why I'm a twin flame healer, a twin flame shaman, a twin flame counsellor. It's all my planets in that Gemini twin flame energy. Duality, understand integrating the shadow and yin yang energy, and I mean, it's so much more than that, but I just can't be bothered saying much more. So, is there anything? So we've heard a lot from the masculine there. What? Because yeah, it was a bit of channeled healing, which even though it wasn't long, but I just done it, and then the mediumship bit. I just feel, you know, I've been channeling a lot of masculine, channeling a lot of how the masculines feel, so that's the mediumship bit. But again, like I always say, I'm quite geeky about that. I consider it mediumship when I'm talking to a loved one in spirit, but I'm also channeling a lot of the masculine's higher self, so I suppose that can take the mediumship. But we talk so much telepathically, it will feel so natural when you're really here. And again, very psychic energy, I would say, with the Juno and Scorpio, that would really heighten the telepathy. And, you know, really utilise that. So if you're with someone already, or you want to, like, commune with your twin flame in the dream time in the astral, like, tap into that very psychic energy of the, you know, basically very psychic, romantic, sexual energy, sexual telepathy is what is the term that I've basically coined, of, you know, of this week coming. And then definitely when the sun moves into Pisces, it'll be really telepathic energy. For everyone, not just twin flames, right? So what else is the feminine want to say? Yeah, twin flame message, yeah, I've done it all. My door is always open to you, so that's lovely. So again, I feel that it's a message that really wants to come through, because with guilt and don't let guilt get in the way of your happiness is the one that's sticking out to me. My door is always open to you. You know, it's not given Queen of Swords, is it? It's given my door is always open to you. And also, they're standing at a doorway getting married, like on the film. I don't know if I'm going to watch this. I don't know if it looks very good, but kissing you every day will feel like a dream come true. I don't contact you to give you space when all I want is to be around you or speak at least sad face. So again, that's kissing you every day will be like a dream come true. That's very like the first card that came out from the masculine. I fantasize about you. That feels like mirroring, like you're both thinking about the same thing. And it could even be like actual memories for some people, but for others it'll be like, you know, thinking about how it might be. We're a power couple and I'm proud to be yours. A bit of cringe coming in. And actually, that the next thing is Juno will go into Sagittarius, and that'll be like, yeah, you know what I mean? That would be like a fun kind of adventurous couple. I'm so proud that you're my divine masculine. Oh, that is a nice one, isn't it? And oh my god, I shuffled it came out again. I'm so proud that you're my divine masculine. Yeah, that's a very strong message. Oh, hello, Juno and Scorpio. And I can't wait to be alone with you. I'm so proud that you're my divine masculine, and I can't wait to be alone with you. This too shall pass, and we'll be together in divine time. So that's giving you a wee flavour of, like, you know, that's some of the feminines that can feel. Look, I'm like, I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to be alone with you. Basically, that's what some of the feminines are saying, and some of the feminines are like, this time will pass, and you know, this time will pass, and you know, it's divine timing. And I love you. Oh my god, remember that? Wow, that's the one that fell on the floor, and it's coming. That doesn't come out a lot. It was Valentine's yesterday. I'm filming this, so the happiest times of my life are my memories of you. Right. So these are all messages that a lot of the masculines must need to hear. So, right. What will we pull now? Let's get some of these. So, is there anyone in the spirit world that wants to give a message to someone? Impression vs expression. I may actually sit and read these letters. Quite interesting. But I'm like, basically, well, I've not got time to do that now because look at the words on the back. I basically feel, look out for birds as messengers, but notice, because that's talking about, like, notice the things you're thinking about and the memories you're thinking about. Basically, I think they're saying that this is like, yeah, I think that's just picking up on what I just said. I feel that, no, I was asking, I feel there is like a loved one in spirit. Like, oh right, I think this is what they're trying to tell me. So, in the video I filmed yesterday, I mentioned like somebody I considered like an uncle. It was like a family friend. It was like my dad's best pal. And I mentioned that I felt him around in spirit. And I mean, I'm going to ask my mum and dad when they get back, but I already know because I felt it was the truth. I realised he is an Aquarius. Like, and he did have like a weird sense of humor. Do you know what I mean? Just like eccentric. But I can't, I don't, I can't, I don't know what day or anything, but I'm just kind of like, even the fact that he's an Aquarius and I was picking up on him in Aquarius season is quite mind blowing because, like I said, it's actually not going to be Aquarius season. Like, you could be watching this, it could already be Pisces. So, yeah. So basically, that was him impressing upon me after I filmed the video, you know. At some point, it's been my birthday, but like I said, it's just going to blow my mind if it was like I don't know. I'll update you on that. So that's what I mean. Like, that was him impressing that upon me. So I feel like there's a loved one in spirit trying to impress their thoughts into yours, like trying to merge with you, really, to like see if you can pick up what they're putting down. Clairvoyance, and they could be showing you things. I feel this could be somebody that's actually meditating, and you feel like you're getting a message from someone in the spirit world, and this is just clarifying. Yeah, you're not imagining it, you are. Might use that as a thumbnail. Or you've had a vision in your well, when you're waking state or in your dream state. Like I said, that's just standard. That's obviously with the name. But as you'll see, with the one that actually, yeah, I think that one will be out by now. It's in the membership just now, and I think I've scheduled it to go out to everyone. You'll see that was a bit more of a. It's not ones I have all the time, because it just makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. But it was just in case I don't put in public. But again, right now it's scheduled to. So if for some reason I get guided to not, but it was just basically me explaining the best I could that they used examples from real life in the past and like mixed up with being like a bit of a dream / nightmare, and then it turned into a lucid dream where I'm like, hang on a minute, no, this is not making any sense. And then like, but it was just basically like symbols. It was just basically like they needed to give me a message to pass on to everyone, the collective, which is why I'm pushing my own stuff aside to put it out, because it will make sense. Even if it just makes sense to one person, I feel it's really going to, because I even actually considered putting it out earlier, like tonight, because I thought, oh, is this about like maybe people like tricky karmic people like popping up on this Valentine's night weekend? But I mean, it's you'll just see what I mean. It had that kind of vibe. It's like not falling for tricks. Breath, could be doing a bit of breath work. That one's coming up again. Impression, expression. Wait a minute, I'm going to pause this and read it. Right, I'm glad I stopped to read that there, because again, it's funny. Like I said, because these cards just have like loads of writing on them, it's like, yeah, I just see that as like the guidebook, and I just kind of always go by the name of it. But that's actually quite, I'm glad I stopped to read it, because it's basically just talking about, like, say for instance, right now, if I was picking up on like someone's passing that was pretty brutal, like there wouldn't be any need to like describe in great detail how they passed if it was like a brutal kind of passing. It would just be enough for me to get across. Oh God, is that what I'm picking up on? Because there was one about, there's something about the breath. And by the way, talking of breath, side note, my plan is to do, when I get around to doing one of my healings, like I'm going to do one for asthma, because I just know a lot of people that I've helped in sessions and stuff, and actually personally that I know that tune in, that, so I'm definitely going to do, I am going to do one. And if it looks like, another few weeks went past, like maybe just give me a reminder. But I didn't really have energy until kind of now, you know what I mean? But like, that's what I mean. Like, I think these are the ones I'll focus on more for the next month, getting some more of them out, because that's important. I mean, all of this healing is important, but I always just, that's something that scares me about breathing. Like, I just think asthma is such a scary thing. Like, basically, whenever I watch, like, other YouTubers and that have breathing difficulties or asthma, if they mention it, I'll always just like ask for, people's higher self-vision, but I'm always just like, if they're open to it, like, you know, send them healing, because it's not like, it's not nice to watch somebody. Yeah, it's just not nice to somebody mentioning that they've had a bad night with asthma, or because now actually I'm seeing one of my, I'm thinking of a friend, yeah, they might tune in to hear now and again to, so. And actually, I'm thinking of a male friend I've got with asthma, and I'm also thinking of a female friend. So I got you guys. And I've actually, this is something that I've mentioned before, but I've had people that, like, whether they've had a lot of interaction with me, particularly people that have had a lot of interaction with me, like if we were talking quite a lot or something, or like in sort of group settings or whatever, people have noticed that, like, their asthma has, like, actually cleared up, like, by being around me. So, okay, the healing is strong. But maybe again, I think that's strange, isn't it? But it does make sense. Again, I just always hold space for miracles, full stop. It's Holy Spirit working through me. But I think it makes sense to me that that's one of the ones that just really seems to upset me. That it would make sense that, like, I could really help people with breathing difficulties. And so this is all going to be relevant. But that came out twice. So I'm just going to shuffle again and... Yeah, how crazy is that? Linking with spirit. I feel there is, that's blown my mind. I mean, it shouldn't, because it is Mediumship Monday, but it's like the only way that, I mean, this is ironically enough, the way they're impressing it upon me is I'm feeling that one of your loved ones in spirit is trying to link with you, is trying to connect with you, but then also, look at this. Forget that bit. That looks like a divine feminine, divine masculine, doesn't it? So, oh God, now this is going really deep. Right, I need to stay with this though. I feel like one of you, and I feel it's one of your friends in spirit, is trying to impress things upon you. Like they're trying to let you know it's them by either trying to talk to you about the way that they passed, or try to talk to you about wee funny wee jokes that you had, whether they're male or female, or whether you're male or female, because this can make sense to a few people. But this is what I'm feeling right now. I don't know why my eyes just got guided to the word niche there too. That could be completely, like, you know, just for like one person, but I just want to mention it. But I also feel, oh, my throat's doing that thing again. It's like they're showing me when I was watching A Good Person yesterday, which I've channeled loads about that film when I watched it, right? And I watched it not Christmas just there, but the Christmas before. And I watched it, yeah, I'd say I watched it late November, maybe even early December. I think it was actually just the week before Christmas or something, but it was like such a beautiful film, really hard hitting though, like hauntingly beautiful. But it is about addiction. Basically, it is about somebody that is in a car crash and they have physical pain, but then they get addicted to the opioids. I think that's what you call it. So it's, you know, it can be a serious, you know, very serious addiction when you get addicted to stuff like that. And so anyway, it's just tragic because before this car crash, she's completely in love, engaged. Oh yeah, as it's on the Frozen marriage thing. And Frozen marriage, fuck, I don't like the sound of that. So it's like a spell or something. That's why I don't like the sound of that. It's like reminding me of actual Frozen, you know, when she's like locking herself away because people can't handle whatever, you know. And then there's a card over there, the back of it looks like Frozen. Oh, fuck's sake, there's so many synchronicities coming through. But I think I was being shown that because it's like, amongst all the things about addiction, which by the way, I really do feel for some, don't mean that yours is not yours, but I feel for some of you that is relevant here. You're not hearing from your person because they're purging, detoxing from some type of addiction, whatever that addiction might be. It could be several things together, codependency of some sort, different things for different people. But the other beautiful thing about that is just how, you know, that she basically she splits up with the guy she's engaged with, right? Because it's his family that died in the car crash, and then it's, you know, guilt and it, oh yeah, guilt. So it's just, you know, it's horrible. It's just so sad, right? But basically, they're still in love, and then he's with someone else. So it's all very complicated. But you'll just have to watch it to get it. But the things that always hit me, it's like the wee things. And there's a scene in it where, oh god, that's weird. Yeah, niece. Oh god, right, I'm just rolling with this. His niece, so the guy that was engaged to the girl that's got the addiction, change guy and girl, like, again, this is just, if this fits for you, it fits, right? But his niece, so like it's her mum and dad that died in the car crash, basically. She can see that they're meant to be together. So it's basically, let's use an example, it's like they're twin flames, right? They're meant to be. And the only reason they're not together is because the other one ran and basically abandoned the guy because she just couldn't deal with the overwhelm of all the grief and all the emotions and everything. So it's not because they didn't love each other, basically, right? And but it's really sad because the niece wanted, she's like, you know, you're meant to be together. This is wrong that you're not together. And she even says it like not very nice to the girlfriend, which is nice because she's just like caught up in it. But and also reached all the ones, look, that's new beginnings and alignment. Like, I feel this is a twin flame union coming into alignment, because that's basically what I'm trying to say later on in the film, spoiler alert. You don't see them get together, but it definitely hints at when the film ends that that's what's going to happen, right? Because it's a nice end and the way it ends and all that. But there is brutal bits if you're sensitive to watching things about alcoholism or drugs or detoxing from things like that. You're going to be triggered. You're not going to want to watch it. But again, it's worth it. It's beautiful, right? I watched a clip of the actress Florence Pugh, is her name, but she's brilliant. Really beautiful as well. I think she's really different looking, but very, like, you know what I mean? Like I always make it clear, I don't bat for that team, but she is very attractive. You know, I can recognise when a woman is attractive, and I feel she's just very, because she's real. Like, she's got a very nice figure and it's nice looking, nice person, beautiful singer. Because God, that's the thing. Whenever I watch that, I just can't stop singing it. I can't shake you off, dear, something that I've tried to do, but I can't shake you off, dear. Sit on trains and think of you. I can't sing, so well, I definitely can't sing of her caliber. But the song isn't called I Can't Shake You Off. It's actually called You Were the Best. That's the tune. I just can't. It's basically called You Were the Best Part, or it's called The Best Part, and basically she's singing about him saying, "You were the best part." Like, all my memories were you were, like, everything is you. You were the best part. And yeah, to me, it's just like got a real twin flame vibe running through it. And it's painful, you know, like, I don't think you need to be a twin flame to feel it. You can just feel it. It's like, oh, this is horrible. They should be together. But it's a very good example. You can't be with somebody when they've got all that going on. So that's what I mean. For some of you, sadly, I do feel that's really going to hit home. That, like, either you or this person has something that they really need to work on. I remember a card came up saying, I'm working on myself, which is what she does through basically the whole film is her basically either like trying to get her next fix, like frantically, or like manipulating people to get it and everything. You know what I mean? It's pretty dark at times. And then having the wake up call is horrible the way it happens. But it does wake her up. So this could be relevant too, that somebody could have had a really nasty wake up call, because it's actually Morgan Freeman's character that he gets really drunk and he blacks out, basically says all this horrible shit to her, but actually wakes her up to like change her life to heal. So I sincerely hope there's been none of that going on for anybody. I mean, this is somebody could have had a nasty wake up call. But yeah, all of that from that card. I knew they were going to bring it in though, because it always, like, I spent my Valentine's Day crying my fucking eyes out inconsolable, and it wasn't because I didn't have a Valentine's. I mean, that didn't help either. It was it was because I did think when I thought, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, I had planned to watch just films and just chill out, and then, like I said, when I very rudely woke up and couldn't put weight on my ankle, I thought, what the fuck? And also I had also planned to not go outside yesterday. Don't ask me why. I just get a bit weird about it. I just think of all the days to like bump into anyone. I just don't want to see anybody on Valentine's. I just kind of hide myself away. And but yeah, turned on movie channel and that was on, and it isn't on. It is on quite a lot. It's not on loads. It's not on as much as Back to the Future, but I just thought, oh, because I just really love it, but I have to be in the mood to watch it. It was kind of, you know, midday-ish, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to watch it. Fucking cry my eyes out. So that's important too, because a lot of the times they'll get me to purge emotion for the collective by watching a sad film, because I love it. I just love crying at sad films. But it was like I was really pretty like cut up at some bits. So I felt it was like really releasing a lot for the collective. Like I said, I'm a divine feminine that does a lot of collective healing, but for the Twin Flame Collective and as the world as a whole. But like I felt it was a lot of the masculine's grief too, because in that film she's the masculine. Like there's a point where she says to him, like, I couldn't handle my emotions, and like it was never you. Like you have to know that I've always been in love with you. I just couldn't handle it, and I abandoned you, and I'm sorry. And it's really moving. Yeah, so I do feel like I said it's either like what I said, a friend is trying to impress upon you that they're trying to give you advice from the spirit world. And I'm just wondering now, again, I feel this is going to speak to loads of people in different ways, but I think I'll say it. I think I've just realised I've connected, I've said like real specifics that are really going to speak to one of you. And I know because of when I connected on the Mediumship live stream, so that's blindingly obvious if you saw that one. But that's not one I'm likely to forget because it was so intense. So I can really feel, basically I can feel that guy, because sadly it was, you know, similar, similar to that film, but with a different sad ending. But there'll be more than just that person, because I'm not even sure if that person will watch it, but anyway, so. Okay, so clearly, like, I'm sorry, that's freaking me out. So clearly on this one, that is for you. So, yeah. And I can feel the emotion. I can feel the emotion. It's like that's how connected you still are. Except it's the other way around. You're the one that's here, and he's the one that's in spirit. Because this could be like, you know, you're both alive, and obviously that's the higher self of your twin flame. For those of you that's going to be relevant to. But for those of you that have a twin flame in the spirit world, and it's just interesting the way I was saying your friend or your best friend. So I know that I've given enough that will reach who it's meant to. And like I said, I didn't click at first, but it was just when I was like, oh yeah, the specifics of that. Because I remember mentioning that film when that came up. So, be of service. So again, but look at the two hand reaching out. Like, I feel right. There's a mixed message. I feel it's mixed messages. Could be a message you're saying. I feel it's like some of you are called to be of service with your own healing gifts, and you know, and like mediumship gifts and whatever, you know. And again, I'd be humbled and honoured if you want to, you know, get my support to help you with stuff like that. However, you know, new, or you don't need to be new, you could just be a bit lost in the sauce a little bit and you want a bit of help. But it's like I do feel that is like a masculine reaching out to a feminine, and they want to be of service. They want to be helpful in your life. They don't want to burden you. And I feel it's like, look, it's like I feel, if this is you, like I'm feeling like this is like you feel like this person close to you at night. They feel you. Moments of gratitude, thank you. And it's like, and this feels like this masculine is just one. Remember, we already had cards like that at the start. Like this masculine is just, I just feel like overwhelmed by how grateful I feel. There could be something like that's like what I done the other day. Fucking hell, that is like what I done the other day. I put that up yesterday for Valentine's. I said, love you so, fam. But it's like this person like wants to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's, oh fuck, that's what that right. This is definitely God. This is so weird. This is definitely like it's a Scorpio moon right now. So just take note, because as you're watching this on the Monday, it is Scorpio moon, Tuesday, Wednesday. But it's just a Scorpio vibe. If you watch this like a year later and it's like whatever, it doesn't matter. But that's reminding me of an after when Hardin writes in the sand like H and T for Hardin and Tessa. And that's when he, in that scene, that's in the last of the 5 films. And it's when he's basically detoxing from alcohol and getting his shit together to be with her. Because they can't be together when he's like lost and codependent, and they're codependent on each other. But it's like he's, and also he does, you know, he has like, he's got like other girls, well, one in particular, but he's got like somebody throwing themselves at him. And in that film, she's lovely too, but it's like, you know, she was just trying her luck. But it's kind of like, he's like, no, I only want her. So again, that could be relevant too, that's a collective of masculines, or like they get attention from others, but they're like, I want my divine feminine. The wonder of colours and psychic touch. Yeah, there's definitely something about the psychic touch. It's like, what I'm getting with that though is it's like, if you're doing like chakra clearing and healing, this person's feeling the difference it's making. Like they're feeling you doing the soul retrieval, they're feeling you doing the clearing the chakras. Like if you feel like if you feel like this isn't making a difference, it is basically. Future with you. Wow, how amazing is that? When I don't know how much longer I'm going to make this, but yeah, like it's making, like, it's clearing this person's energy enough for them to see that they want their future to be with you. And I need to tell you the truth, and I don't feel like I deserve you. I feel that's, oh god, they're pulling in loads of bits of what I've just watched. So again, in a good person, there's a horrible scene. It's sad. There's actually a song that she's got called something like titled like I Hate Myself or something. But there's a scene where she's looking in the mirror, and she's like, I hate you. I don't want to even say it. I hate the word hate, but she's basically like, and it's because she's like, can't get off the drugs basically. And it's so again, and that, although that actually can be for some people, it's like it doesn't need to be that example. It can be like someone can't, it's basically that she needs to learn to love herself, because if you don't learn to love yourself, you're not actually going to really be able to be in the kind of healthy relationship you deserve. It's unlikely. There's always going to be some kind of shitty thing about it. But yeah, I need to tell you the truth. I feel the truth this person needs to tell you is how deeply they feel about you. But there'll be a whole load of other truth for each person's situation. But it just came out again, out of 2 decks together, all those cards. I feel like I don't deserve you. Behind a lot of this person's self-sabotage, or your self-sabotage, 1, 2, 3, all the steps that have led to this is somebody not feeling worthy. And I need to tell you the truth. I think that's when the cards start repeating, it's because they're like, that's the message. Behind all of this, whatever has went on with different people that connect with this, it was someone masking they didn't feel good enough for this, which is really sad, but that's what's coming through. Right, why did I pick up this deck? Now this one's got a mixture of mostly good, but some not so nice. It's got one that says the X, it's got one that says toxic something. It's got a one about red flags, and then all the rest are like proposal and marriage and twin flame. Guys, this is hilarious. Now notice that, and that's funny because I'm filming it on the phone. I wondered why I had filmed it on the phone and not the laptop, but it's because you actually just heard that. Notice I said twin flame and then I got a text. It is a text from Asda telling me. That's a bit worrying when he's already been. Surely this has got to be... Surely this has got to be a mistake. If I end up... This is hilarious. If I end up with like... I've just had a text saying, sorry, your Asda driver will arrive later than planned. basically around 10 o'clock at night. He came 2.5 hours ago when I started this. Or an hour and a half ago, whenever. Oh, well, it was two, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing it. That's how, so again, look at my face. Like, that is confusing, isn't it? When the delivery's already come, why am I getting a text saying it won't be here for another 2 hours? Oh, God. Yeah, basically, whenever I get a text when I'm doing this, you could get, well, I don't know, you could get some type of confusing communication, or, but when I'd said that at the start, it was about something coming earlier than what you thought. Oh, whatever you get from that, but that's interesting. Individuality. Be wary of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. Again, I feel, right, this is going to speak to a load of people. It's like someone didn't want commitment because whenever they have been in a commitment, it's been very controlling relationships. So this person, male or female, is like, no way, I don't want to be in anything like that ever again. Illusion. Be aware of love's illusions. See reality clearly. But again, so look how the bad ones are coming out. This person can now see clearly. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I think I kind of were singing it, but I posted that the other day. It's like, because I've been channeling it for the past 3 years, it gets boring, guys. This person, it was an illusion. This, whatever this person was in, is like they're seeing it was an illusion. Or they're gonna. Because remember, it's important to note, not only are we in Mercury and Pisces, confusion, illusion, but we're going to be going into Pisces season tomorrow as you're watching this. So that's, you know, a whole month of illusions coming to light for some. So just make sure you're not the person in the illusion, you know, whether you're male or female. And if you think that you are, book a session, because that's what I help people with. I help you see the knives that are about going your back before they go in. And I can prevent it in some cases, but it really just depends. You know, some cases it's already happened and you need clarity on who's, you know, who's been causing the trouble. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person, a doorway. Yeah, I think that is. It's like I'm picking up on some people where you were caught up in some kind of illusion. Caught in a trap. 'Cause I love you too much, baby. That's Elvis, isn't it? We can't go on together with suspicious minds. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, that's... I don't even know all the words to that. Ah, whatever that means to you. Baggage. Wow, it's all the bad ones. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. I think what they're trying to say is, right, I'm picking up on a masculine collective that are very suspicious of everyone because of what they've been through before. And it's like, I'm picturing two people sitting having a conversation about what you've went through. So you could be a masculine that's a female too, so just take it as it resonates. Or you could be a divine feminine, but it's like it's like unpacking this, where all these sort of insecurities and worries and suspicions come from. Surprise. Look, that's like the two people. That's like what I was just saying. It's like romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. It's like, although I feel that's meant to be him proposing, it's like I feel that I mean that could be relevant for some, but it's like I feel this is like a romantic surprise that is on the horizon. Is, well, text coming in, because I just got a text. I mean, mine is from Asta, but you know, I mean, it's symbolic of this. It's like, you know, oh yeah, especially because, wow, that's amazing. As you're watching this is the last degree of Aquarius season. So that is shock surprises. Like out the blue surprises too. Unpredictable ones. Destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. Oh, hello. Was that the thumbnail? It's not very clear, is it? Dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. And Pisces, the Pisces season, which we're about to go into, is all about dreams. Apology, it's also that. It's also forgiveness. never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. So I feel that is for the masculines, like never underestimate. Oh, that's so clever. Wow, somebody really needs to watch that, because like I said, it is a brilliant film. Just be emotionally robust to handle it, because it's very sad. In that, in A Good Person, that's the scene I'm talking about. Like, she basically, when she apologises to him for like basically abandoning him, that's that, yeah, that you see the pain that it lifts in him, because remember, he's actually lost his sister and her husband in the film, and he's also got a difficult relationship with the dad, who's Morgan Freeman. There's a whole story behind that. But then he went and lost the love of his life on top of that, and he was really close with his sister. That was really important part of the film too, that, you know what I mean, like they were really close, and she had said about them, the two that are twin flames, like we're just saying that because if you see what they get me to use films about love and talk about twin flames, so even when it isn't very twin flamey, I can make it, but that really is like twin flames, because it's like they cannot move on from each other, because it's real love, it's true love. And the sister had said like that, like she loves the version of her brother when he was with her, kind of thing. So yeah, basically that's like, I feel that's why they were getting me to say that, because it's like that in the film you see how much healing it gives the guy when she apologizes and lets him know it was never you, that you weren't good enough, it was me. Like, I had a lot of my own stuff to deal with. So I feel I'm directly channeling a message. If I mean, like, if it feels like it resonates, take it. But remember, this is general. Window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Well, I've not seen that one yet. We've had the doors, now we've got the windows. So yeah, a new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. That might be a nice thumbnail because it's a different card. Toxicity, there it is. So toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth. Be aware. Wow, right. This is so deep. But again, like I said, this is like the painful energy of that Juno and Scorpio. Because it's self-sacrificing, you know. Like I said, that could be... I'm just trying to think. I'm sure I looked at somebody's chart once and it was a bit like that. I don't know if it was Juno, but it was Scorpio. I think it was a guy too. I think I remember looking at the chart and saying to them, and yeah, they were gobsmacked because it was exactly what happened. Like, they ended up sort of being in a relationship where they felt like they had to like save someone. So it wasn't love, it was like they just felt like they had to felt like compelled to save this person, but it was quite a burden, you know. I mean, obviously this is anonymous, but the ex, oh, fucking hell, if that's no clarification for you, that's creepy, isn't it? Because that was years ago. But the ex, healing from past heartbreak takes time, be patient with yourself. Yeah, so I was definitely channeling something there where it's like someone's felt like they had to stay with a karmic partner to kind of save them, which again is it's never going to end well, is it? Because it's like, yeah, sacrificing your own happiness to help somebody else. Yeah. Love is a beautiful mess, embrace its imperfections. What is that noise? Wait a minute. Because I'm like, it's night, it's a bird. It can't be a bird, rather. So I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I shut the window because I didn't really like... I don't know if the breeze was like blowing that bit of paper or something. Fuck knows, but... I'm like, kind of like... Yeah, so, wow, that was, again, that will have just been unique to... Oh no. Oh, right, okay. They're pulling me, what's the tea? So I think maybe they just want to get a bit more of whoever. That was very specific. Why have I picked up this deck? Oh God, I saw that clairvoyantly, and then I just didn't say it. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So yeah, I feel because that just said I could hold that up as a thumbnail, because it said the X and then that. I feel that this is going to be specific to a group of masculines. I would say male, but how do I know? It could be females and males like this. That it's like you've got like an X that's, you know, keeping track of you. Especially if that bit just resonated too, but it's... Oh my God, what the hell? And it must be important because you know, why did I get led to this deck? Why did I get led to anything? The reason I'm making that face, look at all those cards. I know I do this all the time, but look at all the cards. I shuffled and it came out again. So I don't know why that's so important, but it is. They're really keeping track of you. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited. This person could be trying to keep... This feels very Venus retrograde stuff, which, remember, it doesn't go actual retrograde until the 1st of March, but we can be seeing the signs of it now because we're in the pre-retrograde phase. It feels like there's people's exes trying to waste their time, stall them in some way, stall the unions. Stall the unions, and I pull out the Divine Feminine. That's my Divine Feminine card. Queen Rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up in the spotlight. And so I feel that's exes that are watching what you're doing if you're a masculine, but they're also watching what the feminines are doing. But whatever the feminine's doing, if there's a way to do that. Cyber. I mean, sorry to laugh, but you're being bullied online or they have suffered from it. You know, I think they're just saying it's like people that are monitoring spirits that are watching. So whether you're a male or a female, divine masculine, you've got people from your past that are keeping track of you, especially if they didn't want it to end. It had to play out though. It always comes out in that order. This karma had to play out. So sorry if you are the masculine, but this all had to play out for you to learn what is a karmic feminine or masculine and what is a divine feminine or masculine. Basically, what is toxic and what is healthy. Dirty offer. And so I feel it's like now somebody's reflecting on how could I not have saw that this wasn't going to end well. Forcer. Yeah, because this person's a bully. Forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. It's like somebody's toxic. Whether it's male or female. Love triangle. They could have put you in love triangles, or you could even be the person that, like, you know, weren't that bored about them, so you got to think however that fits. Third party, multiple lovers, choices. It's like toxic anyway, you know. Each of their own. I know some people seem to be... I just don't... sorry. That's a bit controversial. Yeah, I don't fully believe people. It was like, I watched, when I love this counselling programme that's on sometimes here. And it was like a couple, it was like a throuple, I think you call it. And I'm like, I could just, it was on... I watched a couple of episodes and it was just obvious that it was like, you know, they were all making out, they were all alright with it, but you could just see them, you could see one of them was getting really jealous. Just, no fucking wonder, how would they fuck like that anyway? But you know what I mean? It's like, sorry to laugh, but you know what I mean? There's always, as human beings, there's always going to be an issue. And also, because of my counselling background too, like, I could tell each one of these people seemed extremely traumatised. Anyway, we'll just leave that at that. It's happiness hater. Yeah, and look. So that's why I think they made me say male or female, because although it could sound like, oh, like a female ex of a male, but it could be same sex too. I was feeling that for some it's like a happiness hater or an ex that is a male looking upon a union that's coming about, or maybe already here for some. Look, it's a man, a jealous man. So whether the man was involved with the woman, it will be for a lot of you, or that's like, could be one of that man's like friend that is jealous, that didn't want them to be happy. So it's taking it as it resonates, but it's basically happiness haters, which are a mixture of just frenemies, exes, hookups, situationships, people that are jealous of... And look at my throat chakra, so I'm going to get going in a minute. Yeah, move in silence. That's why a lot of masculine move in silence. I'm sure I don't need to tell people move in silence. Don't tell people what you're doing. Don't tell people what your plans are. Yeah, keep it between you and your twin flame. Hooked. And again, I feel in this case, I feel this is the masculines are hooked on the feminine. And they feel like they need to do something about it. Ain't shit. Because, sorry the way it's coming out, but it's like whatever they're in ain't shit. Like, it's not cutting it. Like, they're hooked on their divine feminine. There's other serious things going on. That's when I sometimes don't like to show some of these cards. Yeah, I keep cutting it the same deck though. I just saw thank you next as well. It's that I'm picking up on a collective of people that are like, don't want to be with someone and the person's not wanting to let them go. And it could have gotten messy. My God, very messy. Groupie. However that fits in. See what I mean? Now I think I'm picking up on... So just when I say the harsher cards, if you're around all the time, you'll know what I mean by some of these harsher cards. Again, I feel that's a situationship gone wrong. Someone's hooked in an unhealthy way, not letting you go. Could be turning up at your door, texting you when you're not. I'm feeling a man energy very strongly of somebody that's getting hounded by somebody. And it's like, you've made it clear if you're this guy, like, I don't want to speak to you anymore, I'm not interested. But this person's like quite persistent. Ego. Yeah, they're in their ego. It's like, you can't say no to me, you want me. But it's like someone that would turn up in their underwear and shit like that. Her ego get in the way of relationship. It's like someone that can't take that you're rejecting them. And it does feel like, yeah, dirty offer. Oh my God, that could have other meanings. But you know what I mean? It's like, aye, this person's not got a lot of self-respect. It's not a nice feeling that I'm feeling here. It's like someone's willing to like, kind of like humiliate themselves really to like think that, oh, if I just put it all on a plate, this person's going to take it. And I don't think that, like, it's so sorry if anyone's sort of looking this in your karma, I don't think the person is going to take it. Like, I think that I'm tapping into a group of masculines that have reached that level of discipline that they're like, nah, if that guy comes out that's like rejected, I'm going to laugh. But happiness hater again, look, so that could also be a female that's hard. But yeah, happiness haters. And threatening, intimidating, threatening, or bothered. But I think that's what they're trying to tell you. It's somebody that's like, how dare you say no to me? Thief, an energy thief. Robbed, lost, physical, emotional. I feel this person got hooked on your energy, divine masculines. Whoever this is making sense to. It'll be like a group of masculines. Dust it off. And you're having to dust it off, the experience. Running. You're running from it. That's what I feel they're trying to say. Someone's like freaked out by, look, dodging bullets, I've told you. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. But again, protected by haters, I always feel that's like frenemies. You're not protected by anyone because they're haters. And it's like, that's somebody escaping a situation gone wrong. Dodging bullets, shuffle that came out again. Crying over you, sad, hurt, and that's a karmic energy that's got unhealthily attached, and this masculine's dodging bullets. Okay, now haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. I don't know what that karmic energy done to someone, but good lord. Right, let's end it with some nice messages. What have we got? Loving words hold great power. I feel somebody is coming forward to express their love. Again, don't take all that bullshit that I just tapped in if it doesn't make any sense to you. But it will with some people, because it wouldn't have come through if it wasn't going to make sense to someone. Lasting love. This is your true love. But a lot of the masculines know that this is true love because they've had a taste of what isn't. Dreams come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come shining through. That's when I usually sing S Club 7. Can't really be bothered because I've been doing this for ages. Let the situation unfold naturally. Don't rush things. Take it slow. But yeah, this is your true love. That's my sign to stop shuffling there. And we've reached the 144 minute as well when I said that. So this felt very Scorpio. The dark bits included the romance, the sexual energy, and the dark bits. It's like a film. You've been on a film today. You've been in a film with me. As a channel, Twinflame. Yeah, I think it's time to end it. It's 144. I think it's time to end it. That's the channel message. Someone's ending something toxic. Fucking hell. Twinflame. This person is your mirror soul. This is why this connection feels so sacred to you. There you go. Right, I'm going to end it there. See you later.